Freyr, son of Njord, sat on Odin's high seat and looked out over all the worlds. He looked into Jotunheim, and there he saw a beautiful woman who walked from her father's house to her own. He became lovesick from the sight. Freyr had a servant named Skirnir, and Njord told Skirnir to go ask Freyr what the matter was. Till Skirnir said, "Get up, Skirnir, and go ask our son to talk. Find out who it is who has made him so angry." And Skirnir said, "I can expect only bad words from your son if I go and talk with him, if I go ask him who it is who has made him so angry." But Skirnir did as he was told. "Tell me, Freyr, great among the gods, because I want to know, why are you sitting alone inside the hall all day long, my lord?" And Freyr said, "Why should I tell you my sorrow, young man? The sun shines all day long, but does not soothe my longing. Lord, I doubt your longings are so great that you cannot tell me about them. The two of us were young together once, a long time ago." And Freyr sighed. "In Gymir's yard I saw a beautiful woman walking. Her arms shone so bright they reflected in all the air and sea. That woman means more to me than any woman has ever meant to any young man. But among the gods and the elves there is no one who would bless our marriage." Skirnir thought for a moment. "Give me a horse that will carry me through the darkness and the flame, and give me your sword that fights by itself against the enemy giants." And Freyr said, "I will give you a horse that will carry you through the darkness and the flame, and I will give you my sword that fights by itself if it's carried by a wise man." When the dusk finally fell, Skirnir said to the horse, "It is dark outside, and time for us to ride over the dewy mountains, to rush beyond the homes of men. Either we'll both come back, or the mighty giants will take us both." Skirnir rode to Gymir's home in Jotunheim. There were fierce dogs chained up outside the fence that surrounded the hall where Gerðr lived. Skirnir rode over to a herder who sat on a mound and said to him, "Tell me, herdsman, sitting on that mound and watching all the roads, how can I get past Gymir's dogs for a chance to talk with the young lady Gerðr?" The herdsman answered, "Is it your death day, or are you already dead? You'll never have a chance for a conversation with Gymir's good daughter." But Skirnir looked at him. "There's always a choice, and a better choice than cowardice if you have business to take care of. One day, long ago, my life was already shaped, and my fate was already fixed." Gerðr said from inside her home, "What is this noise I'm hearing in our halls? The earth trembles and everything shakes in the home of Gymir." The servant girl said, "There is a man outside. He has stepped off his horse and he's letting it feed." And Gerðr said, "Well, ask him to come into our hall and drink of the splendid mead, though I fear he might be the one who killed my brother." So the servant girl fetched Skirnir and waved him in. Sitting alone, Gerðr finally looked at her guests. "Are you of the Aesir, or the wise Vanir, or one of the elves, guest? Why have you come over the great flame to see our home?" And Skirnir said, "I am no elf, nor one of the Aesir, nor one of the Vanir, though I have come over the great flame to see your home. I have 11 apples, made of gold. I will give them to you, Gerðr, to buy your love so that you will pledge to live happily with Freyr." Gerðr smirked. "I would never accept 11 apples as the price of my love for any man, not even for Freyr. I will never marry him so long as we live." Skirnir said, "I will give you the ring that Odin placed on his young son's funeral pyre. 8 just like it drop from it every 9th night." And Gerðr said, "I would never accept that ring, even if Odin did place it on his young son's funeral pyre. I have no lack of gold in the home of Ymir to share with my father." Skirnir sat for a moment, and his eyes darkened. "You see this sword, girl? This slender sword which I have here in my hand? I will cut off your head from your neck unless you go along with me." Gerðr stood up. "I will never endure the threats of any man. And I think if Gymir finds you here, you brave men will come to blows." Undeterred, Skirnir stood. "Do you see this sword, girl? This slender sword which I have in my hand? Your old father will bend his knees beneath its blade. I will be the death of your father. And I will beat you with a club till I tame you, girl, till you go along with my wishes. Then you'll go to a place where no one will ever see you again. You will forever sit on an eagle's nest, turned away from the world, looking into hell. Food will seem as awful to you as the Midgard serpent seems to men. And you will be laughed at when you emerge. A giant man will look at you. They will stare at you. You'll be better known than Heimdall himself staring out from behind your gate. Foolishness and screaming and pain, unendurable pain. May your tears grow with your sorrow. Sit down and I will tell you some more sad news. I will double your grief. You will crawl every day without choice, without hope to the halls of frost trolls. You will weep and never be happy. Your sorrows will make you cry. You'll have a 3-headed giant for your husband, or you'll go without a husband, and you'll go crazy and rot with illness. You will be like a fat thistle ripped halfway off its stalk and left to dry. I went to a forest to get a young tree branch, to find a magic wand there, and I found a magic wand there. Odin will rage at you. Thor will rage at you. Freyr will hate you, you evil girl. You have earned the hatred of the gods. And Skirnir stood up, putting his hands toward the sky. Hear me, giants. Hear me, frost trolls. Hear me, fire trolls. Hear me, gods. I curse this girl. I curse her never to know a man's love, never to have a husband. And you'll be dragged below to the gates of hell, below the tree roots. Servants will bring you goat piss to drink, and you'll never get anything better. Not even if you want it, girl. Not even if I want it, girl. I curse you with the trolls, and with 3 other curses, with shame and madness and unbearable suffering. I have cursed you already, but I will call off these curses if you give me a good reason. And Gerðr sat, her eyes wide, and she said, Be welcome here instead, and take this drinking horn, full of good ancient mead, even if I previously said that I would never marry Freyr. And Skirnir said, I want to know my errands complete before I ride away. Tell me where you'll meet the noble son of Njord, when you will come to comfort Freyr. And Gerðr said, There is a grove named Barri. We both know it. A peaceful place in the forest. After 9 nights, Freyr, son of Njord, will enjoy my love there. Then Skirnir rode home. Freyr stood waiting for him, and asked for the news. Tell me, Skirnir, before you unsaddle that horse, before you take one more step, what did you accomplish in Jotunheim, for your purpose or for mine? And Skirnir said, There is a grove named Barri. We both know it. A peaceful place in the forest. After 9 nights, Freyr, son of Njord, will enjoy Gerðr's love there. And Freyr said, 1 night would be long enough. 2 would be worse. How can I contain my lust for 3? A month has often seemed shorter to me than half such a marriage night.